10:53 a.m. December 9th, 2023. I get a slight break today. It was a direct energy weapon attack. It's beautiful here. I love to go hiking. So I was just listening to Coast last night and the Bradshaw Ranch in Arizona. We know about all the paranormal activity going on at Skinwalker Ranch in northern Utah. We know the Dugway Proving Grounds has an unacknowledged military base under the ground at, I believe Dr. Stephen Greer said 1,400 square miles. But all I know is they have this nuclear device that can drill through the earth extremely fast and not leave a lot of debris, so they crystallize everything to glass. And they can create these, like glassify it I should say, create these tunnels from one unacknowledged base to another. You know, Wright Patterson has known biological entities, extraterrestrials, and deep freeze. In Ohio, Wright Patterson, and UFOs. Now I listened to Coast last night, and I listened to a person who does tours up there, and you get these military grade binoculars, like very strong binoculars, and you can see the activity much better, and they see what looks like, you know, UAPs, UFOs, helicopters, all kinds of interesting activity going on. But they protect their airspace from any aircraft coming in that they don't want to come in, so meaning they are treasonous to our government and our president because they're doing their own thing and not acknowledging it. It's extremely dangerous what's going on in our country today. And it's been said, when people go out there, they see all that paranormal activity, then they say there's fleets up there. So, we, in Arizona, in Utah, at Nellis, Groom Lake, Area 51, I always hear one name cropping up, Lockheed Skunk Works. And the head of Lockheed Skunk Works that died, go to Dr. Stephen Greer if you want to get more information, and his book Unacknowledged. Well, he said everything you've seen on Star Trek has already been done. They can't teletransport. They have the technology that's so far advanced, except they act like they own it all, and we don't have a right or a reason to know. They have all the power, the money. They're siphoning off a lot of our money from the taxpayers. So instead of going to creating beautiful lands, outdoor wilderness areas, helping the hospitals and the schools, they're creating more and more of this military equipment and these neural weapons and these hideous demonic things. And they're also, people are saying they're seeing extraterrestrials there in Arizona at Bradshaw Ranch. But I actually think they're man-made, because I've heard of Dr. Stephen Greer said many whistleblowers coming forward saying that they're created. In other words, the Greys that are supposed to be real evil and come and attack us someday are really created by man. Meaning they're biologic on the outside, they look kind of semi-real, and they have fiber optics inside. One whistleblower, and if you want to know all this, go to Dr. Stephen Greer and the Disclosure Project, and before the National Press Club event, where on June 12th, 2023, he had all his not all of them, but a little percentage of the whistleblowers, and that took hours. So he has about 800 or more whistleblowers now coming forward from the military, the Pentagon, our government, the contractors with all these illegal activities. Well, something needs to be done about this, but we have allowed them to get so powerful because all the little coward presidents we've had over the years did nothing about it when they weren't as powerful. So now they can run circles around us all. And now we're letting Schriever and Vandenberg Space Force Base, through Elon Musk, SpaceX, put up a jackal one in every 5 days, which they're bragging about tracking and attacking earthbound assets and other satellites. And you know it's autonomous, AI driven, meaning if a 15-year-old could hack into a satellite, which has been done in the past, then what makes you think some mad scientist somewhere can't hack into those satellites and turn them against our government and our president? Which most likely will happen, and then it will be like, oh, China did it. Oh, it was Russia. And you'll know it's a lie. It wasn't. It was a military-industrial complex. And then when they say, the grays, the man-made ones, oh, the aliens are attacking us. Because remember, the ultimate goal, which Dr. Stephen Greer has the whistleblowers and the official government documents talking about this, has been to create a centralized fascist military takeover of the world. They love to keep us in conflict. They love to keep wars going, between different countries. You listen to the news. It's so corrupted. You hear in the news, first, it's like this pattern of push and pull. Israel, they horrible what they did, which it was sickening what they did, Hamas. Then it's like the Palestinians, oh my God, Israel's so mean. And, there's a lot of heartbreaking things going on both ways. But the news media pushes and pulls things to keep the conflicts going, to keep the fight on. I can almost see it play out in the news that instead of finding solutions, they're constantly pushing and pulling at people's emotions, one way, then the other way, then the other way, then the other way. Because remember, they're all about power, greed, and money.